game was entertaining, and at least in my opinion. Do you want to take the introductions? I'll go ahead and go first if you don't mind.
Go for it.
All right, spawning up here in the top left-hand corner, the orange Terran. It is Valazus.
And
Narrow defeat last game.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
All right. So in the bottom right we have Sllik, who had some really impressive drops last game that really put him ahead, and won him the game in the end. So he's gonna be spawning in the bottom right, and let's see if he can do it again.
Actually, yeah, that is a good point. I think the difference and the teller in that game was that the drop from Valazus looked like it did pretty good, but the drop from Sllik just did so much.
Yeah,
it was. Oof.
And that's just what really caught Valazus out of position. I think that's really what put him in the mindset that he was so far behind.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that one. Absolutely. I think he kind of mind gamed himself there, just kind of psyched himself out. I don't know, but a solid victory for Sllik.
And if I'm looking at the matchups correctly, it looks like Zavix 2-0'd McKay. And
oh wow, that is actually a little surprising.
Yeah, I'm really kind of surprised. I thought McKay was going to be the one to beat after watching him play.
I was kind of pulling for McKay there a little bit.
But, you know, I mean, that's TvT, though. I mean, it's such a volatile matchup. Definitely not conducive to this kind of style that we saw him play against Protoss. So if he tries the macro in every matchup, then
it's just not going to happen.
Off in TvT.
All it takes is the one base ling all in, and it's just GG.
Yeah.
If you don't have perfect scouting in that game, but
I'd always try to play like you go for roaches and kind of skip banelings, but it's just so hard to hold off.
I'm not a huge fan of banelings. I think that they leave too much open to chance, in my opinion. Roaches are just a lot. I think you know that roaches are going to be able to put out some serious DPS.
Right.
Well, not DPS, but damage in the first place. They're not as coin.
The nice thing about like this roach timing that I would do is that if the other player rushed to Mutalisks, there'd actually just be so many roaches that you could like take out their main and their natural before the Mutalisks were able to kill off your roaches. Like, and it's those kind of things that just make everything so frustrating. A proxy factory.
Proxy factory. Very nice.
Oh man, I don't know if he's gonna be prepared for this at all. Has Valazus even scouted? He hasn't.
No, Valazus has not even left his base. He's going for an early factory himself. But well, this actually could be interesting. I think we actually might see a Hellbat drop possibly out of Valazus, depending on what he does, or it could be a Reaper Hellion poke. But the Reapers would be out by now.
Yeah, I don't think he'd go for the tech lab.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have the tech lab there. Yep. He's just going to lift that up and switch it over. Early tanks, I guess.
Yeah.
I think
he's going to put a starport down there.
Cloak Banshee.
And then that way he's able to get a Hellion out, but the Hellion, what is it? Okay, yeah, so is this going to be a proxy Cloak Banshee from Sllik?
No, it's going to be, I'm pulling for a proxy Thor drop.
Oh, that would be really awesome to see. I haven't seen one of those in forever.
I've seen it, I saw it in a, what was it, Lag TV, one of the, When Cheese Fails casts. The cheese is actually a cannon rush on the other side of the base, so what the guy did is proxied a Thor drop at like the 12-minute mark and won the game.
Wow.
It was incredible. He's dropping the factory into the... Oh, you know what he's going to do? He's going to try and get Widow Mines out into the mineral mine. Yeah, that's pretty nice move there. It is going to be a Cloak Banshee, I think. Proxy Cloak Banshee from Sllik.
The thing with this, too, is that factories have so much health that a lot of times, even if it's scouted, you can't kill it fast enough to stop the Widow Mine, and then you're just stuck dealing with this. But since he is Terran, he's going to be able to save up the energy for that scan.
And drop that down.
Kill it.
You should be able to deal with that, yeah. Cloak coming in now for both players. But the Banshee for Valazus is going to be out first. Actually, that could be interesting. He can come over here and snipe off. If he does have a little bit of premonition and decides to scout for the first time in the game, cough, cough, he actually might be able to come over here and kill off this tech lab before it finishes Cloak. That would be clutch.
So the Widow Mine does get burrowed, and it takes out one Marine instead of going for the clump of units. Oh,
yeah.
Nice little trick here from Valazus.
Yeah, I like that there.
But it's
not reaching far enough.
Yeah, he needs to be closer. So he's
not
actually
paying
just killing
attention.
his
He's
own
gonna
Hellion.
lose the Hellion.
Oh, no.
God. That could not have gone worse.
But
that could not have gone worse for Valazus.
I really like the idea though. I like that. And the
His
Banshee actually flying in the wrong direction isn't gonna scout this Banshee coming out from Sllik. So get up with a Cloak Banshee in each other's base at about the same time.
Yeah. Although this Widowmine here from Sllik is gonna... Oh man,
this is gonna be really hard to deal with for Valazus. And
Yeah, this does not look good. He has no idea.
Cloak isn't
He does
quite
not
finished
see
yet
it.
though for Slick.
Yeah. So he actually might be. I don't think he doesn't have enough Marines though to kill it off.
No,
he has
he's
3
gonna have to pull out of there.
Marines.
Engineering Bay not
Meanwhile,
able to finish.
Yeah, there's 7 here at home for Slick, but he has no scans. He's gonna be
Raven on the
losing
way
his
now.
Marines. I think he needs to go ahead and pull those out.
Valazus went for a second Banshee also. I think after he saw that Widow Mine thing didn't work out, that he assumed that he was ahead and wouldn't have to really worry about a Banshee.
He probably
coming
thought it
into
was
his base.
just proxy Widow Mine.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've never seen that before. I've never seen anybody try to proxy a Widow Mine into Cloak Banshee proxy. But he
I think I saw it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I saw it on some casual cast somewhere from somebody, but man, this Banshee down here from Valazus is actually up to 14 kills before it even gets scanned, and that's not going to kill it off, I don't
No,
think.
it's not. Great control. He's going to deny this missile turret. And meanwhile, the engineering bay is finished up in Valazus' base, so if he gets a missile turret down, Raven's out.
And that scan actually got wasted. It didn't even get it.
And this is going to get taken out eventually. Actually, the Banshee's going to be able to escape as the energy runs out.
21 kills. That is a commander Banshee.
Yeah, I mean, look at the supplies all of a sudden. 46 to 26. It was going. It looked like such a great opening for Slick, but he just he got distracted by that Banshee in his base. And
finally, sitting a Banshee over here to that proxy Stargate, or excuse me, Starport. Protoss, my bad. But not factory. God, man, I cannot talk right now. But a Viking out here to do what it does force the cloak.
I mean, he doesn't have anything to deal with a cloak, though.
Valazus is in a quite commanding position. Raven is out on the field.
Valazus picking off this tank in the middle, too.
Like, for no reason at all.
For free.
Yeah, literally nothing. He goes, oh, look, a tank. That's cute. Alright, thank you.
Another Viking out for Valazus, and Slick has 2 Banshees just sitting in the natural, waiting for an expansion.
Which I don't think... Slick does need to expand.
Yeah, I mean, he has his second orbital down, and so, I mean, it really isn't vital that he expands right away.
That Widowmine, I think he might have actually manually targeted that Raven with that Widowmine. A nice little hit there, but it is going to be repaired. So Valazus does still have that detection down in the natural. He's going to see these 2 Banshees camping out here, but they do decide to pull back from, well, sort of pull back from Slick. Nope, they're going, make up your mind, Slick. Come on, man. Looks like they are going to go home after seeing this nice little push here from Valazus. Well, pushed out of his main.
And this factory is definitely going to go down.
Yeah, that's not making it
any way that it's going to live through this.
Unless he wants to be a Bronze League hero and drop a little mule there to
might actually lose this Banshee, though, that's up here.
Yeah, he might.
Nice little pickup.
Yeah, he is out of cloak. I think he is going to but actually,
not too bad.
The Viking and the Raven here for Valazus coming in and picking that off. He might even lose the starport too if he's not careful.
It looks like he definitely will with the Marines underneath also. And I think Slick just lost too many workers there, and he's not focusing on getting those back up. So I mean, with the 2 orbital commands, I think he could have caught up a little bit with the workers, but instead he was opting to kind of do a little bit of damage because he knew that his tech buildings were across the map, and he kind of had to make that work.
It does put you in a bit of a rough position, and actually, I think this is a big tally here in this game. Army supplies are 31 to 10 in favor of Valazus.
Yeah,
he sees no third. I think he's got to realize that it's pretty good.
Although these Banshees might be able to do a little bit of work with Valazus' army all the way across the map, only having a tank out right now.
And 2 Marines. Good luck with that one. These 2 Banshees are going to be able to one-shot these Marines.
He doesn't even need the cloak, but he does it just to show off.
Yeah.
Waste that investment, you know, so you got to do it.
Absolutely. These Vikings do come home here. But
he's going to split up the Banshees so that a single scan can't catch him. So that's good.
That is
very
very
smart. Chase down the 1. But the missile turret in the main mineral line is going to be able to detect this other one. And the other Banshee gets away on the right side. On the left side, Banshee on hold position so it doesn't get kited into the missile turret. Very nice. So Slick may be able to claw himself back in the game at this point. He is going to move out and take his natural not too long after Valazus.
Actually, the worker supply is pretty close to evened out now. It is 29 to 24 only 29 to 24 in favor of Valazus. That little play there from Slick to get him back into the game quite a bit.
Yeah, it's he's did a really nice job there. It looks like he's getting some tanks out of his own, so he might be able to, if he can get a defense up and stay alive for a little bit longer, I think he can catch up and turn this back into a pretty close game. Valazus, not too long ago, was double the supply of Slick, but now we're looking at 61 to 49, so definitely catching up.
And the workers killed is actually even out at 14 apiece. I think that actually Yeah, let's see who's in the lead. Yeah, now Valazus is still. Valazus does have a 10-worker lead, but I think a lot of that. Do mules count as workers? Does it count mules?
I don't think they, because it goes by worker supply, and mules don't take supply, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, true. But, well, yeah, that is quite a lead for Valazus, but...
Valazus can go ahead and take his third, knowing that he has the army superiority right now. He's not. He's gonna make sure he keeps his lead, I think.
Oh, actually, the army supply has actually evened up now.
And the army supply might be even, but we're just seeing our first.
Well, yeah, army quality
right now.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
So Valazus would be able to. I mean, he's got such a nice composition in the middle there. There's no single.
There's no way Slick is taking.
Down. Yeah.
Slick's not getting map control anytime soon either.
Right. And I mean, he's not going to try to either because he knows he's starting from a position that's behind. You know, he lost his starport and factory, setting him back 2 tiers basically.
Yeah.
So he's going to be just trying to catch up right now economically. And I think if he doesn't see this third go down, then it will quickly get out of hand for him.
Oh, yeah. He does need to get some scouting done, which is interesting enough. Valazus with that, pretty much a blind, almost a hard counter, sort of. I mean, I'm not sure what I would call it, but a blind build, not even scouting at all, does seem to pull out ahead.
I haven't really been watching chat too closely, but I guess somebody said that Bomber does... if the Zerg engages before the units get there, so
he does do. He's talking about the stem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that is interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, it is a cute little play there. I do like it. And I think, is there anything going on here for Slick at all? These 2 Banshees, I think, are going to go and try and do some damage onto that third, but looks like the army of Valazus is sitting back here at the second.
Did you see that scan go down at the third of Slick there too? It was
no.
It's pretty crazy. He had 2 medevacs full of units flying across right when the scan at the third goes down, and so he saw the drop coming, and that caused Slick to put his units right back in his army.
Man.
So, I mean, on the plus side though, it did give a little bit more map control to Slick because forced Valazus to pull his forces back to his natural.
I think Valazus is just doing a little bit of everything right here.
Yeah, I mean, he's just basically trying to keep his lead, which is the best way to play, I think. If you try to end it too hard, that gives your opponent a chance to have a really good engagement and bring himself right back into the game.
Nice little move here, drawing things out with those 2 Banshees down at the third so we can try and push in, but I don't think Valazus really cares.
Slick's harassment is just really nice, but we're seeing a drop now in the main of Valazus, and he was a little bit slow to respond to that, so we might see a little bit of damage. He's going to be able to take out
at least 1 Rags
before it finishes the Marine.
The Banshee just
able to pick off
disappears.
He's doing
gonna get a tank that's move commanding. Yeah, he is. And those Marines he's not paying attention to those Marines at all.
Oh, and he's loading up and he's gonna get out of there. He could have picked off that tank too, but
yeah, he could have. He could have just dropped it there and kept the drop going.
But he's also controlling his force that was trapped outside back home. So I mean, and he was using that Banshee of the third too. Really crazy. Nice multitasking there.
Very good multitasking from Slick.
But still, his 3 missile turrets at the edge again.
I think he should change his name to Paranoid.
I mean, he's like, you know, fool me once.
Shame on me.
Fool me twice. Shame on me. So he
People with drops once, please don't do it again.
Oh, if he boosts through this, he could land it, but he stops right
there. Man.
At least that wasn't the full one, though, so...
Yeah.
Be thankful for the small things, I guess. And the supplies are even now. The only thing is we don't see a third out at all yet for Slick. He's going to have to make this 2-base timing work. He has a third command center down, but...
Interesting enough, though, Slick does have combat shields and stem, but Valazus, I don't think he has stem. I know he does not have combat shields.
That's a pretty nice there.
That is very close. Oh, that's going to be so bad. He needs to pick up
3, though.
And he can't really pick up. He's only got 1 medevac left. This is basically just a suicide army here.
He's able to kill off all the bioforces, though.
He's out of range, but he's moving back into range of that tank. I don't know if he's paying attention or not.
I don't think he was there. He's getting ready to take his third, that's why. But he does have a drop in the natural, also going to be able to take out another barracks. He's just able to, like, take these little victories.
These cute little engagements here are doing wonders for Slick.
If he can get this medevac out of there, that drop will definitely be worth it, I think. But
and how many workers did he actually just kill? I'd like to go ahead and see that. Actually, yeah, he's up 24-14.
Yeah.
He just killed off 10 SCVs.
He definitely needs that, and he was able to stop mining at the third there for quite a while. He still hasn't landed it, just landing it now.
Yeah, just now landing it. Upgrades are actually even across the board, but it does look like 2-2 is on the way for Valazus.
For Valazus, though.
4. Oh, yeah.
Unless there's some sort of transition for Slick. I don't know how he's going to be able to catch up with this.
I did not see the full count. That is ugly.
I mean, even at this point, even if Slick is sieged up, I think that Valazus could use his unsieged tricks to break that.
Yeah, he could. Although there's one Banshee left, and there are more medevacs for Slick here.
He's just really pressuring this third, and his tanks do siege up. He's able to pick off 2 of the tanks before any damage is dealt back.
Scans going down for both players. The tanks for Slick are gone.
Yeah, once those tanks finished sieging up, then it was just lights out. But he was able to save a few units.
Or not armor supply, excuse me. I'm looking at workers killed, or units killed. That is my apology. Armor supply still in favor of Valazus by a solid 15 supply. Worker supply, though, 58 to 37 for Slick.
That's really nice. He's going to be able to catch up in that economy really fast.
Oh yeah, he is. I think and he's got the production facilities coming in to be able to use up that economy.
Is he going to be able to hold off this push, though? There are so many tanks there, and with these dropships ready to go, he might just drop right into the main and siege them up there. No, he's going to move back towards the middle, I guess.
Which I think I think Valazus is being a lot safer. I think he got a little bit eager in the previous game by staying up in that siege position in the middle, and that ended up costing him pretty much the game. I do like that he is being more cautious in this one.
Nice little cloaked Banshee out there for Slick. Not really doing much with it, but at the very least he's going to scout, get off a few shots on a Marine.
And possibly even force a scan, which he is.
Was able to kill one Marine, too, so...
Slick floating way too much minerals. He's up at almost 1,400.
I mean, that can be the problem with Mech, it's so hard to spend those minerals when you've got a lot of factories. And
it really is. At this point, though, if I was Slick...
He switched over from going really, like, spending all his money on his economy, and now that his economy is established, he's trying to, find ways to spend that money on his army. That's, I mean, it's crazy how fast your economy can get out of hand if you're really focusing on it and then all of a sudden stop.
That or you're Terran. Lol.
Oh, Valazus, though, moving into this choke. I think he just has too many tanks here, but nice siege positioning from Slick.
Quick siege, going to be able to take out maybe one. Oh, that just annihilates everything there from Slick. Oh, man.
So many SCVs here, too.
Oh, my goodness.
And now we're looking
the worker supply was actually close to back to even, but those workers are not going to be mining anytime soon.
I mean, Slick
workers killed.
Slick does still have 10 more workers, but with no third, they don't do much good. Let's see. Looks like he just finished +2 weapons for his ground army here, too, right after that engagement. Would have been nice to have.
And Valazus is pulling back here. I think the best way for Slick to get back into this game... Oh, man, he did spend all of that bank, though. I don't know if I like that position, especially because Valazus does have a lot of these tanks. It makes him a little bit more immobile because he doesn't have very many medevacs. But I would have done in Slick's position, load up a couple of medevacs and start dropping at as many bases as I can.
I mean,
especially with that bank he had for a while, but...
I just don't think he had the ability to do that. He needed everything he had back at home to defend.
Yeah, he did.
And then Valazus here going to take his 4th and simultaneously move up into the 4th of Slick. And Slick might have a chance to get in position here, though, for this. And here we go. Looks like Valazus is going to have the better position. He's going to be up on the high ground in Slick's 4th. He'll stem up here, and he's going to lose all these Marines if he isn't careful.
Which he is.
So many of them going. Oh, man, that is all of his Marines totally gone. He's down to 5 siege tanks.
And the GG coming out from Slick. I mean.